Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with
another reaction video.
Excuse me. Goodness. I'm gonna go grab. Well, no, I'll wait.
You sure?
No, I'm good.
You good?
I can wait.
Y'all heard it right here first. She said she can wait. So anyway, let them know who we're reacting to today, baby.
We're reacting to Jesse Lee Peterson.
Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, this is the first time us reacting to a Jesse Lee Peterson.
Who is Jesse Lee?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. Y'all let us know who he is, though, because y'all the one who wanted us to react to him, so that's why we reacting. We'll know who the heck he is, though. So anyway. You ready for this?
Okay, and the commentary is enjoying victim status.
Enjoying victim status. All right, so we don't know who he is, so we apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? Excuse us for not knowing who he is. But we about to find out with you guys who he is. But before we do, everybody else out there who has not yet subscribed to this channel,
Yes.
go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And comment down below, baby. Man, come and join the squad. Half and J.
We over here. We gotta.
Oh, yeah. That's new, y'all. We over here kicking off.
What? Come on.
Oh, okay.
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom. See it. Ew.
So, but how long do we do that?
I don't know. I gotta feel it.
You gotta
And then it bring. I'm telling you, it pumps you up
Pumps
to
you up.
send them out even better.
Even better.
Right. Just
Okay.
boom. Right.
Like that there. Like,
Mhm.
why you lean the head?
No, because you gotta feel it. Come
Right.
on.
But I'm saying, once you feel it, why you lean the head?
You have to feel it. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just a thing.
That's just the thing.
That's just a
Okay.
thing.
All right.
Does white privilege exist?
Absolutely.
It does.
Absolutely.
And where's the proof of that?
All around. I tell people often now, in hindsight, one of the things that I wish I would have been more cognizant of was the white privilege at UCLA that was sitting, right next to me. For Black people, I believe white privilege is something to leverage.
What is it, though? I don't see it anywhere. What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
How do you
For people like me who don't see it.
How do you not see white privilege?
Because it doesn't exist. That's
Yes, it does.
So what is it exactly?
I believe white privilege is just the ability just to be free and white and not have the same type of social, economic, and social ills as Black people have to deal with. I mean, there's no white racial profiling. White people don't get pulled over by the cops just because they're white. They have the ability to, show emotion and love to their sons without being emasculated. There's all kinds of examples
That's
of
amazing
white privilege.
that you believe that.
Absolutely. Why don't you Black? How come you don't believe white privilege exists? What you see?
Well, because I am Black in color, but I don't have that dark mentality that most Black people have.
Clearly.
I see, she said clearly,
Mm-hmm.
I see that white people have the same struggles and things that we have in that.
What type of
They have
struggles
to
do they
make their
have?
marriages work. They have to make their children, help their kids grow up in the right way so that they can earn a living and be independent.
But they also have the majority of their fathers at home.
Right,
You don't
and the
have-
reason for that is starting to change somewhat now.
Okay. How is that white privilege though?
Ah, shit.
I'm saying we were raised totally different. So how is that white privilege if the fathers are in the home and taking care of the family? How is that white privilege? How I
have no idea. I mean, just like with the masculinity that she was saying.
But the majority of their fathers at home. You
Right,
don't
and the
have-
reason for that is starting to change somewhat now, but the reason for that is because they're taking responsibility for that whereas black men and women are not taking responsibility for that as they did prior to the civil rights movement. Black people are blaming it on their lack of self-control and self-containment. They're blaming it on white people while white people are working hard to keep it going.
I do
for
believe
themselves.
that there is a need for black people to be held more accountable.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't excuse racism, that doesn't excuse institutionalized racism, that doesn't excuse...
But there's no
that,
such thing as that.
Yes,
It's an illusion made up by black people and their leaders.
No, it's not. It exists.
Well,
Sorry.
where's the proof of it? Though?
Where's the proof of it?
There are many kids who are getting into, black kids who are allowed to get into these universities around the country, right, based on affirmative action. And because of affirmative action based on their color. That's discrimination based on color, and that's wrong. And these kids are getting in, but they're not earning their way. So when they fail, they feel less than before they were allowed to get in.
So, if she's saying what she's saying is correct, right, as far as the white privilege thing and the college and all that, right? Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a few white celebrities who had to pay, allegedly, for their kids to get into college?
Right.
And these are wealthy celebrities. Wealthy white celebrities. Mm-hmm. Right? So if there was a white privilege, why would they have to pay?
Right. And risk getting in trouble. Which they did get in trouble.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Oh, okay.
Discrimination based on color, and that's wrong. And these kids are getting in, but they're not earning their way. So when they fail, they feel less than before they were allowed to get in based on color.
I'm a proud product of affirmative action. When I went to UCLA, it was because I was an affirmative action student.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I think I turned out fantastic. So a lot of my peers who were having challenges getting into some of these predominantly white institutions, the affirmative action was great. My father went to Harvard. You know, he was one of very few blacks.
Was he affirmative action?
I don't know if he was. That was back in the late 60s.
Well, then he wasn't. He earned his way.
So, that being said, I still believe that affirmative action helped me get into UCLA, and it gave me access.
You would not have gotten in there on your own because you were not smart enough?
I don't know if I wasn't smart enough, but based on the curve and what I was competing with other individuals who had different educational opportunities and teachers. I mean, I'm coming from, the LA Unified School District. I mean, so at the time, I think LAUSD was still pretty good. But I went to all white schools from high school up
So you
through
got
college.
a good education. Why couldn't you get into the school based on your own talent?
I don't know. Maybe because I didn't have some of the opportunity.
But you had the opportunity.
No, well, first of all,
You had to say,
Or maybe she just didn't have the high scores that she needed. I'm just saying. Why else would you be able to get in? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe she self-sabotaged and doubted herself.
That too.
And
That too. I felt intimidated by others around her. You know what I'm saying?
maybe because I didn't have some of the opportunity.
but you had the opportunity.
No, well, first of all,
You had the same opportunity
SAT,
those white kids were having.
not necessarily. I had different teachers. I had different
So you went to a
resources.
white integrated school.
I'm talking about
mostly
going
whites.
into these other into UCLA. I still had to be able to deal with some of the issues and going to predominantly white schools.
Like
but I
what?
still had to be able to compete.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what?
Some of the issues going to a predominantly
I graduated from University High School, and at the time they didn't have an African American student union.
An African American student union?
At the school.
Well, that's a good thing.
They didn't have one.
That's a good thing.
Why?
Why do you need something like that?
They have Asian student unions. They have Jewish student unions. They have all kind of
Did
different.
they have white
unions.
student union?
They need student unions. They own the whole school. So
But the kids didn't own the school. The kids didn't.
But I'm saying there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong
It's
with having
amazing that
a
you think this way.
segregated, population of students who just want to study together, work together, or to be able to.
Would you be in support of a white student union?
Yeah, of course.
It would be okay with you?
Yeah, why not?
But most blacks don't feel that way.
Now you know that's a lie.
Right.
If it was a white student union,
Right.
it would be picketed. Like people would really be protesting for real.
Absolutely.
Like it's white supremacists at our school.
Right off the gate. Right out the gate.
And that's it's just not fair. I was in the black student union when I was in junior high.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't, you know?
Yeah, you junior high
I
school.
wasn't thinking, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's we were all programmed to think the same, and it's so crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's mind-boggling. Like it's crazy. We were all programmed.
Yeah, of course.
It would be okay with you?
Yeah, why not?
But most blacks don't feel that way.
I think all cultures should be able to segregate and to be able to work within their cultures and network within their own cultures. Absolutely.
Does racism exist?
I believe racism does exist.
And where's the proof of that?
You just see it all over in the country. That we're proof of it.
What do I see?
Disproportionate in the economics with black people.
But that has nothing to do with racism.
Right?
It does. Racism is about power. It's about who's in control. And black people can't be racist because we're not in control. We're not in control of the education.
This world is crazy. How can we not be racist? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How?
Right.
We were all we used to think that way.
Right.
We used to think that way, y'all. Like we really did.
Mm-hmm.
We did. It's just crazy because I feel like I'm seeing myself how I used to think in that chair. Like
Right.
me answering the questions.
Right.
And he's coming back.
Right.
And
you ain't got nothing to say.
hopefully she changed her mind.
It's about who's in control. And black people can't be racist because we're not in control. We're not in control of the educational system, some of the social organizations and things that run this.
So can't you be, if you're black, racist in that aspect then, since you don't have control? So aren't you racist now against the other race who do have the control?
Wait.
She's saying that black people can't be racist because we don't have the control, right, over the education and that. But wouldn't that still make you racist towards that race who has that control?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel in a kind of way. You feel in some kind of way.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And how does anybody have? Okay, as kids, yeah, we're told what to do and all this other stuff as kids. But when you get older, you
Right.
have control of yourself. Like
Right.
you have control of yourself, and you can change your the way you think. You can educate yourself. Like
If you open your mind.
If you open your mind,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's a good, yeah.
If you stay chained of how you was raised and don't want to change and don't want to look at things differently, you're going to stay that way forever.
Right.
You know, so you go to the grave like that. But if you're willing to open your mind and see the world differently than what you did how you was raised as a kid or whatnot, then that's when you get out of that mind frame.
Right, and it's so refreshing. Like it feel like chains have been broken. Like it feels good to me to have an open mind.
Right.
And black people can't be racist because we're not in control. We're not in control of the educational system, some of the social organizations and things that run this country. We're not in control. Racism is about power.
But you would
What
be in
race is
control of your own life if you had good parents, if they taught you how to be independent, if they taught you how to build, how to take care of. I've noticed that the reason I left where I lived over there in the Crenshaw district.
I have to say this. I think if black people, if we didn't feed so much into racism, like just we give it life. We do. We speak on it. Like every little thing, oh, he's racist. She didn't she gave me a dirty going out to dinner and we get a dirty silverware that was already placed on the table.
Right.
Somebody will say, oh, they gave us this table because we're black and the silverware is dirty because we're black and they're racist. We feel like, I feel as black people, we look for, we it's like we want it to happen to us. Like we talk about it so much and we give it life.
Right.
We do.
Right.
If we didn't talk about it and just if somebody did do something racist
Right.
or, just brush that shit off.
Right.
Ooh. And brushed it off.
Right.
It would, I think it would, like, eventually die down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Somebody has said that before. One of these reactions we was watching, somebody actually said that. Like, if people just left it alone,
right, and just
it would die out.
It would
Somebody
die down.
literally said exactly what you just said. Yeah.
I've noticed that the reason I left where I lived over there in the Crenshaw district is that once the white people left, because once I moved there, when I first moved there, it was mostly whites. But once they left, as they did in Gary, Indiana, and other places, the blacks turned it into a ghetto. A beautiful area went to hell in a handbasket, so I got out. But if blacks had more character and they were taking care of themselves and being responsible and buying land and teaching their
But that
children,
has to be taught.
then that has nothing to do with racism.
But that has to, of course, that has to be taught.
So it's not racist. It's not white people's fault that you're not teaching your children to do that.
No, but it's not. If the parents don't know.
They don't know.
But
that's not white people's fault.
Know, but if they go into some of these institutions, these predominantly white institutions, they are targeted.
Once racism passed, slavery and everything passed, right? And blacks were able to educate themselves, go to school, go buy books, go to the library, this, that, and the third. There was no more excuses, in my personal opinion.
right.
You feel me? Like, if you didn't want to go educate yourself, then that was on you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that in all cases that blacks don't get held back in some cases because of racism. I'm not saying that, because there may be some case out there that we just may cannot prove. You know what I'm saying? That maybe somebody got held back just because they was black, Mexican, Hispanic, or Chinese, whatever the case may be. But the way that they keep speaking like racism is how it was then today is nowhere near that. Like, it's nowhere near that. Like, black people are more successful today than they were ever. You know what I'm saying? There's more black entrepreneurs than there were ever, like now. You know what I'm saying? Billionaires and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you can literally easily just pick up a phone, no matter what color you is, and go viral on the internet, and you know what I'm saying? So if there was like races like that, you wouldn't be seeing diversity on social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see that. Because let's just say, so to speak, if there was social media back then, when there was racism, right? Let's just say there was social media back then. You would never seen blacks being successful.
Right.
Asians being successful.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever being successful. You wouldn't have seen that.
Right.
You feel me? So that's what I mean by there's no racism in America no more. That's what I mean by that.
There wouldn't be any black billionaires
at all, period.
all.
There wouldn't be no Oprahs.
Right.
Wouldn't be no Jay-Z. Wouldn't be no Dr. Dre's. Wouldn't be no Kanye West.
And I think people limit themselves by the way of thinking.
Right.
Like, you're gonna limit your life because you're so stuck on thinking another race is running the country, running the world,
Or stopping you from doing anything.
It's gonna stop you. It's
Yeah.
gonna hold you back for sure.
Yeah. I mean, because like the people I just named, like Jay-Z, for example, look where he came from.
He
He came from the projects out there in
From the
New
hood,
York.
yes.
From the hood in New York.
to a billionaire.
To a billionaire. Hanging with the white folks. Big chilling, cigars, all that. Parties and all that.
And another thing, black people, we have to start getting therapists involved, counseling. Like, it's okay to do that. Like, it's okay to talk to somebody about your problems and someone giving you advice on what you should do with yourself. Like, it's needed. It's needed. It's good for a person from the outside to tell you about yourself. Like, it's really, really good. But as black people, you feel like you're crazy, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy not to get help.
Or you have yes mans around you all your life.
Right.
You feel me?
Yes.
Like, real talk. Real talk.
I know. I know that too.
I don't know. But if they go into some of these institutions, these predominantly white institutions, they are targeted. They don't have the same opportunities because of their color. It's true. I mean,
So then why go in there?
Wait,
I'm not going to an all black school.
The way he looked like poor girl.
Right.
Watch, look at his face. Wait, I did it too far.
Nah, go back.
Watch his face.
These predominantly white institutions, they are targeted. They don't have the same opportunities because of their color. He
looked like poor girl.
So then why go in there then? Why not go to an all black school if you
Some
feel
people do
that?
choose to do that.
I'm sorry?
Some people do choose.
But why you see a lot of these black kids going to these white universities, and then they force their way in by saying, I need affirmative action. Once they get in, now they crying racism. Why do you want to force your way in with the people you think are your enemies, and you're still complaining once you get there?
I don't think people are enforcing their way. Does
They are.
affirmative action even exist?
Is forced based on color.
Does affirmative action even exist? Are people getting in based on affirmative action?
Yes.
Today,
Otherwise, they wouldn't be there.
The way Trump has it down, he's just leveled the playing field. So it is going to have to be more about being able to be competitive.
Hallelujah.
Wait, he looked drained
Right.
by the end of that
Lord
video.
Jesus.
Right.
He looked drained right there.
Right. That's man. We don't say it what we had to say. We don't say it enough. I feel.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, y'all don't got the point with how we feel. So y'all leave a comment down below. Let us know what y'all feel about it. How y'all thoughts are. Come back and join us. Smash the like button. Get this video to about 200 likes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 200 likes. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into some shoutouts.
Okay, first shout out goes to Travis Brandt. What's up, Travis Brandt?
Travis Brandt, what's going on with you, man? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what
Yes.
you thought about it. Comment down below. And come back and join us for some
Come
more.
back, yes.
You feel me?
Second shout out goes to 602. What's up, 602?
602, what's
I
going
like
on with
that.
you, champ? Right. Shout out to you, though, man. We be seeing you in the comments. Thank you for all the love you be showing, man. All the support you be showing. Definitely appreciate it, man. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this one.
Yes.
Come back and join us for some more.
Very cool name. I like that.
Very cool name, man. Thumbs up for that one, man.
Yes.
All right, so we out this thing?
We out this
Oh,
thing.
yeah, but before we go, make sure y'all go out y'all way.
To have yourself an amazing day.
You feel me? Or Half and Jay will come and see you. Y'all see the man right here, right? Don't end up like him. The
You
one
know
on the
what?
floor, though, not the one on top.
You know what?
All right, we go. Peace.
Peace.